EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wildcard Weekend, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down and 3. Now it's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Dobbins. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. To throw is Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Dobbins running out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 35-yard line.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Nix. On the slant, completes to Shelton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A quick feed by Jackson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Walker has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson now. To the right side, it's called by Mitchell. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 15-yard touchdown play. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of that.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Next to the air. They will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now they'll shift things around. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And over 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here's 3rd down and 4. To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 36 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look at repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sit up!
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mike Green. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Nix. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. The gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down carry for Henry. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
19-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The toss right to Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Denver.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for the first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, report. It's up. Hey, it's up. No. Hey, middle.
Again, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of Detroit.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Off the play fake, Nix. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
To throw is Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Hold on a second.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
DC ready. It's not.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got his target. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt at their own 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down.
A 28-yard gain. And the Broncos 1st down.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
A shotgun snap and a good to Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. 14 yards that time for number 14. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
Here's Nix. Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sacked back to the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready. Captain.
Now it's Nix. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Sutton. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half.
First and goal, Denver.
Hold my set. To the right, yeah.
Dobbins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. J.K. Dobbins from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Draw play. This is Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taken about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Ravens take
so from
over
the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 40 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they got it to the 28-yard line. Nick's going to give the Hardy. Give him 5 on the carry there. That'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions in a second.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 20-yard line. 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard.
Next to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Lutz for the field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Henry running right. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
tackle.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
His kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Broncos 20. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So a 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 14. First
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
In motion right goes Sutton. To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
This is zone defense, and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might want to into some tough coverage.
Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes a shot at the end of that guy. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Back to the air with Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
27.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Broncos Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught inside the 15. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
56. Broncos 27.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Nifty move. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's still on his feet, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. What's good on the extra point? And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Broncos 34.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense,
It's a gain of 3.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 10. Inside the Henry. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.